You may know her as Jane Villanueva,
But I've never had sex.
or perhaps as heartbroken music journalist Jenny.
We were together for like 9 years, right? And now we're not.
Or the one and only Carmen Sandiego.
Chase, huh? Let's see what's in a name.
Whether it's TV or film, live action or animation, Gina Rodriguez has done it. And now she's starring in Netflix's sleepless thriller, Awake.
Those are satellites, Noah.
So, in honour of Awake's release, we thought you might want to brush up on her career and take a look at Gina Rodriguez's road to Netflix. Gina spent the early years of her career with small roles on various American TV shows, and her debut came in a guest role on a 2004 episode of Law & Order. By 2010, she was popping up on more and more American TV shows, like this small role in the 4th season of Lifetime's Army Wives.
Don't get your panties in a bunch, Irma. There's gotta be something we could do.
And this role on ABC Family's sitcom remake of 90s classic 10 Things I Hate About You, as Danica, a student super keen on school spirit.
Who wants a balloon filled with super full helium?
The biggest TV role in this early part of Gina's career came on long-running soap The Bold and the Beautiful, the most watched soap in the world. She had a recurring role as Beverly, an ambitious intern at the Forrester fashion house.
You don't trust me. You don't care about me. You're just doing this to make yourself feel better, not me.
Gina's breakout film came in 2012's Philly Brown, an independent film about a young hip-hop artist who faces a difficult choice between selling out for money or staying true to herself and her music.
Dreams don't pay the bills, Eddie.
It was nominated for the Grand Jury Prize at that year's Sundance Festival, with critics praising Gina's heartfelt performance. 2013's Sleeping with the Fishes, in which she starred alongside Priscilla Lopez and Anna Ortiz, saw her play a heartbroken woman dealing with the death of her cheating husband and the pressures of her family.
Why is it that you can bury your past, but I can't bury mine?
On to 2014, and the role that turned Gina into a household name.
You're pregnant.
I'm sorry, but she's just not pregnant.
No, I'm not pregnant.
The premise of a virgin becoming artificially inseminated sounds a little outlandish, but Jane the Virgin's warm and funny tribute to classic telenovelas won the hearts of audiences globally.
What?
According to executive producer Jenny Snyder-Ehrman, Gina made a real impression at the casting as one of the first few to read for the role, and instantly embodied the Jane Villanueva they wanted.
I am a little obsessed with planning. I like to think ahead. Bedding, paint colors, layout.
Now you're just making up words.
She went on to win multiple awards for her performance, including a Golden Globe.
I just didn't want this to take over my life and change everything.
I know, baby,
but it's
I know.
going to. Because it's not a stupid milkshake. It's a baby.
And if you want to relive Jane's journey, all seasons are streaming on Netflix. With Jane the Virgin raising her profile, it was no surprise to see Gina starring alongside actors like Mark Wahlberg and Dylan O'Brien in Deepwater Horizon. The disaster film was based on the real-life explosion and oil spill. Gina played Andrea Fleitas, a young crew member aboard the rig when the disaster happened. Following this, Gina dipped her toe into the world of voicing animated films. From playing Mary, the mother of Jesus, in The Star, to a purple hedgehog named Una in Ferdinand, and a Yeti in 2018's Smallfoot.
We don't know exactly how far down it is. It's also all the rope we have.
And it was voice acting that first brought Gina to Netflix in everyone's favourite gross-out comedy about puberty, Big Mouth. Her character, also named Gina, draws attention because she's the first to get boobs in her school year, which is a pretty standard storyline for Big Mouth if you've yet to watch it.
Yeah, although it is kind of weird because he never really talked to me before.
A world away from cartoon puberty is the 2018 Netflix science fiction thriller Annihilation. Gina stars alongside Natalie Portman and Tessa Thompson in a horrifying tale of an all-female expedition to a mysterious quarantine zone known only as the Shimmer, where an alien presence is causing plants and animals to mutate. Gina's character, Anya, is a paramedic who joins the scientific mission to discover what is happening inside the Shimmer.
We lost one of our own. We have evidence that the previous team went nuts and chopped each other up. I really don't know how much more right she has to be.
If you're a fan of the 9-9, we're sure you didn't miss this cameo.
Hi, I'm here to pick up Rosa. Are you the one I'm looking for?
Gina popped up in season 5 of the beloved police comedy series as a love interest for the badass Rosa Diaz.
I mean, he was wearing some dumb hat. I'm sorry, I know that's not helpful. All hats are dumb.
In 2019, she collaborated with Twilight director Catherine Hardwicke and took on the leading role in Miss Bala, an action thriller about a makeup artist who ends up on a mission to take down a Mexican drug cartel after they kidnap her best friend, as you do.
There's no one here to get me. I don't see anyone. There's no SWAT van.
Sorry, Gloria, you're on your own.
That same year, she was back on Netflix with Someone Great, a rom-com inspired by Taylor Swift's 1989 about heartbreak, growing up, and one last party with your best mates before moving across the country for the job of your dreams.
Yeah, I got more problems, that's the human in me. Bling, bling.
You could have had a bad bitch, not the middle. Helped you with your career, just a little.
Fun fact, Gina not only played the lead, Jenny, in this film, she was also one of the producers. You don't get much more iconic than this next role.
I order you to stop!
You didn't say for how long.
Netflix's Carmen Sandiego is a modern retelling of the globe-trotting thief from the 80s video game, popular in classrooms across the world. While in the game, Sandiego would always be disappearing around a corner before you could catch her. This series gives us a look at things from her perspective, with Gina in the lead role. On to 2020, and Gina went from international thief to leader of the free world in Diary of a Future President. The show follows the life of Elena, a 12-year-old with ambitions of high office. Gina has a dual role on this Disney series as executive producer and in flash forwards as the adult and presidential version of the lead character.
It's a day-by-day account of how I got here.
That same year, she appeared in Kajillionaire alongside Evan Rachel Wood as Melanie, a young woman who happily gets involved in a con artist family's scheming ways.
You're addicted to them.
They're my parents.
In what sense?
And that brings us to this year and the Netflix thriller Awake.
15 hours ago, something happened. We don't know what caused it or why it occurred. But what we do know is that none of us can sleep.
That's the nightmarish situation Gina's character, a troubled ex-soldier named Jill, finds herself in. It's a race against time to find out what has caused the world's mass insomnia. And could her daughter be the key?
I can sleep.
To find out, well, you have to make sure you catch Awake on Netflix. And for more on your favourite actors' trajectories, make sure you subscribe to the channel.